Pisces, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today, let's talk about love. I'm doing a love-centric reading for all the signs for May. I haven't done anything like this in quite some time. Let's see what's going on with you all for the rest of the month. Where are things headed in your love life, Pisces? Inquiring minds want to know. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this space with me, y'all. I love every one of you. I honor you. Thank you for your time and energy that you devote to this channel. It is greatly appreciated. All right, and let's take a moment to thank Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Pisces today. And for all of you mamas out there, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a wonderful day celebrating your children. For those of you who have fur babies and those are your children, love them up, enjoy your time with them. And for those of you who have lost your mothers on the road of life, my heart goes out to you. Okay. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Pisces today. Okay. What is the Spirit Animal Guide for the rest of your love life? What is your Spirit Animal Guide telling you? What are you learning about love? Now, for those of you who are not in a relationship, don't care about romantic love, this is about your relationship with your own self-healing and your own self-love. Right. Guidance, Panther. All right, you're getting a special kick of guidance the rest of May. It is time to release your passions, live your dreams, and begin a new chapter in your life. A lot of you are beginning a new chapter in love, whether you're around your self-healing work and you're really devoting that time once and for all. I'm not going to be devoted to finding love outside of me. I'm going to be devoted to finding love within me. Or for those of you just like, I'm ready for that next person. I've done a lot of work on myself and I'm really ready to manifest someone amazing. You are encouraged to expand your awareness, eliminate fears, and become a whole new person. You are guided and protected. And for those of you who are in a relationship currently, you're entering a new chapter where you are going to be more purpose-driven, more filled with passion in your intention around how you show up in the relationship, where you're not going to be focusing as much on your fears or what if. You're going to almost feel like you're operating in a whole new energy with this person by your side. A lot of people are elevating. We are now contending with, I think most people who are guided towards this channel, you know what you're trying to work on. And this is a sign from Spirit that you're doing really great on your work, on yourself, and to keep it up. Keep it up. Let's get a few messages of love, oracle cards, and then we're going to jump into your tarot messages. This is going to be a little more specific to your situation and what Spirit is trying to send your way for the rest of the month of May. What's going on, Pisces, in your love life? Or in your self-healing, self-care, self-love? Messages of love, Pisces. Chemistry. Ooh, some of you have a person of interest and you're not sure if they're into you, if they desire you. The attraction you feel is mutual. If you're in a relationship, woo, you got good chemistry. Good chemistry. You know, that's not a bad thing to have. We all love a good dose of chemistry, don't we? Keeps the fire burning. Keeps the flame alive. That special spark, right? And you may be feeling a little bit extra, little oomph for the rest of the month of May in the chemistry department. Last one, mastery. Ooh, you've learned the spiritual lesson. That's what I was getting. When we upgrade in our own evolutionary work, especially how we show up in love, in our wounding, and being more self-aware of how we operate and the things you're trying to overcome in yourself, because we are self-focused here. You've learned a lot along the way, and you enjoy the chemistry. Enjoy it. Enjoy where you are, Pisces. I think a lot of you are very happy with where you are, and if you aren't quite where you want to be, I think you're going to see a big shift for the rest of this month, where you're feeling more positive about your love life. Oh, yeah, Are you ever? We have lots of movement, lots of playfulness, good times, good vibes, okay? Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords in the pre-shuffle. I'm feeling good about it. We're going to find out, what do you want? Ooh, you've been a little disappointed. Maybe things have been a little heavier. You want things to lighten up a bit. You want to remember the fun, right? The excitement, the joy. Ooh, you're being really intuitively driven out of a phase of not feeling so great about where you've been. Yes, you're ready to take charge of your love life. Take charge. This is the card of empowerment, elevation. Pisces. What's your person want? Oh, they're finding more clarity about the situation. If things have been a little murky on their end, they understand now why things happen the way they have. It's almost like you recognize that you have a little bit more of the power for the rest of the month in the direction of where things are headed. I feel like they're learning a valuable lesson on their end, and you are too by proxy, but ooh, mutual shared energies, the sun, happiness, clarity, enlightenment around your bond. This is really positive energy, Pisces. Recent past, Four of Wands. Some of you are headed into committing to someone or really leaning into the foundation. This is the time where if you're going through a harder time outside of the relationship, this is someone you can count on. This is someone you rely on in your life. Or they you. Because you're in the Emperor seat here. Ooh, near future, the High Priestess. Beautiful energies, y'all. Being intuitively led and guided. Ooh, yeah, you're coming out of a phase where you've been challenged a bit. Maybe some conflicts. I'm not feeling like it's between the two of you, and it's caused a lot of stress. I feel like it's something going on in your family, in the home environment, because the Four of Wands is your home life. So you could just have stress around your children, stress in family dynamic with extended family, stress in the work, but you're moving past it. Things are calming down. What's going on here in the past? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. That wants to come out. Ooh, yeah, you had some pain. Some pain in the home life. Ooh, you've gone through a significant transformation. Wow, both of you. It's if you're still with this person, some of you left someone in the past and you've gone through a beautiful, beautiful transformation, finding yourself again. You're coming out of that transition phase where you're leaving one thing behind and ready for something new. And now you're sitting in that seat, that throne of, you're sitting back, you might be surveying. This is the watering hole and you're like, what's out there? Let me just poke my head around, see what's going on. Others of you, you've gone through a significant transformation, the two of you together, and you're now entering a new phase where you have more clarity about your direction. You definitely had a reckoning. This feels like a reckoning type of energy, but it was grounded in a knowing that despite the pain, despite how hard it gets sometimes, we're not going to give up on each other. It's the Emperor here. You are in the seat of empowerment here, full stop, for the rest of the month. Ooh, yeah. You've taken some hits in this relationship, Pisces. There's been some disappointments. I think you've been learning a lot about what it feels like to show up in a space of unconditional love. You might have some opposing belief systems with your significant other. Some of you're married because we have the Hierophant tail here. But you, too, are having a lot of clarity. Maybe you're deciding, some of you are on the fence about your spouse. Some of you are on the fence about whether you want to commit. Something's being hit around abandonment. Either someone around you has abandonment wounds or you do, vice versa. There's some sort of energy around, let's clean up this abandonment vibe that's been taking over the relationship. There's a new, that you've been regrouping in your heart space. And for those of you who have been single, you don't want to abandon your values or settle for less. You're very clear about the direction you want to go in and who you want to be with and what you want to attract. And when you know that and you know what your value and your worth is, things will come to you and you get to weigh out. That's the thing. Don't immediately attach yourself to something if you're unsure. I'm getting a lot more certainty moving forward about a particular person. You're either walking away from that person and you're ready to open up to someone new this month, or you are understanding that this is someone that, if for those of you who've really been with someone for quite some time, There's a lot of love that you've experienced with this person. And there's a lot of feeling like things aren't enough for you. And this month, you're coming to this realization, all right? And some of you, you know, when you get married, it's a different level of dedication and devotion. You don't give up as easily. So I think you're trying to get down to, all right, what is the spiritual lesson here? What is it that I need to do? Where am I being led and guided? What feels the best? You know, when I get confused, and I do think you're not, but I'm going to give you, for those of you who are very uncertain about someone in your life, the best thing that you can do is pull away from this person, from communicating, and start to really lean into your own self-love and start to lean into, does this person make me feel like I'm expanding in my life? Is there so much conflict that I am not taking better care of myself? Are they taking away from my mental, physical, emotional well-being? Is our dynamic fixable? Do we hear one another? Do I feel safe and supported? So those are the questions I do believe a lot of you are asking yourselves for the rest of the month. And this is what you're going to discover. Both of you and the person you're dealing with. Clarity. What are they determining here? Because you're both carrying the Ace of Swords. You're determining that, a lot of you are determining this isn't going to be what I want, ultimately. I don't know if I can commit to this. Their end, oh yeah, this is someone you've been with. Their end is, I'm tired of being defensive all the time. I love this person, but I get guarded and defensive, and then somehow it triggers this abandonment. And, you know, reverse the roles. We had the King and Queen of Cups supporting the foundational energy. So this is someone that you've gone through a significant transformation with, but there's been a lot of pain. And it's undermining the feeling of, this is perfect for me. They're the perfect fit. Nothing's perfect, but that feeling of, wow, you know, I made the right choice. There's some, well, there are a lot of bumps in the road when it comes to long-term commitment. The bump here that I'm seeing is there's some sort of clashing going on in your belief systems and how you both show up in the commitment. And the person that you're dealing with tends to have a lot of defensiveness more often than not. And you are like, I just don't feel supported. I don't feel heard. I don't feel like they understand what my needs are. So there's the disconnect going on here. In the near future, I mean, you do have shared mutual happiness and joy, all right? In the near future, I think you're going to be really listening to your inner guidance about where this is headed. God, there is a lot of love here supporting this. All right, that came flying out. The Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. A lot of you want a new beginning, and you're leaning on your friends, getting opinions, surveying. This is when you go to your friends and you're like, wow, this person's, I'm getting, you know, a spare level of happiness here, but I'm in a lot of stress too. You know, this is that point in a commitment where it's like there are choice points where we start to expand and grow. And if we find that the more we expand and grow, the other person is not really right there with us, and then you start getting all that friction and discord and conflicts and fights. People feel threatened when one person is growing and the other person isn't ready to grow. We often choose partners, significant others, where there is a contrast there. And that's the spiritual growth. That's the lesson of, is this in alignment with my integrity, with my values, my morals, beliefs? Is this making me feel expansive? Are they growing alongside me? And listen, I'm not saying anyone should get divorced here. I'm just saying that you are thinking about whether, and if you're not married, you've been in a long-term commitment, because we have 2 4 of Wands. We have the Hierophant here. You are looking at a commitment and the strife that's going on, wanting a new beginning, wanting to feel better, but also feeling really stressed and up in your head and anxious about it. 3 of Cups is the card of celebration. Let's just put this past stuff behind us. Let's see where you're headed here. The mutual energy is you've had a lot of happy times. You may have started over again in a fresh new energy and then hit that issue again. Whatever issue you're having, it's a breakdown in how they show up and how you show up and the contrast in between. You know, I'm going through a similar situation in my life, and I'll be quite honest with you, where you start to realize that no matter how much you care about somebody or whatever potential you have with this person, you realize, well, we have, and you know, one thing I'm doing these readings for is I'm going to be announcing in the coming week relationship compatibility reports, where you look at a dynamic that you have with someone and you look at the energies underneath it. And it's funny because I ran this report and it was all of this, you know, some people you're with and they bring out the best in you and it's smooth and it's more easy. And other people, it's like, you know, like that love-hate, and there's more conflict. There's more of a competitive nature. There's just more friction. There's more tension. It seems that the more chemistry you have, the more chances you have for conflict, because there's a certain intensity. And these reports really get to the underneath material around your dynamic and why you feel the way you feel and why they feel the way they feel. And what I'm getting from this, Pisces, is this, and I have no Pisces in my chart. I know this energy well when you're with someone and you're like, it's good, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. And I'm waiting and I'm seeing, and we're doing tweaks here and we're trying to get help here and there. And I'm reading books and I'm talking to friends. And at the end of the day, we speak different languages. And it's about finding that common ground. And this is where we do the work with our shadows. And that's the thing too. Is this person willing to take a look at how they show up, and are they willing to soften enough to go, yeah, I do show up. I get defensive. I'm not good at validating how you feel. I'm not really good at listening to you. I'm not really good at giving you what you need. I do know that they have a lot of love for you, and they have a lot of clarity about that love, but they also know they're tired of getting defensive. And you're trying to take control and like find your way in this from like, I'm just at that point where I don't know what to do. You are going to find clarity that this is a dynamic that you're trying to shift. Some of you are going to be able to successfully shift out of the stress you've been under in this connection. Others of you are going to realize, maybe it's time for me. For those of you who are not knee deep in a marriage and you're going through some hiccups, these are the hiccups I'm seeing in a relatively newer long-term commitment, you know, first couple years, year two, where you hit that first major roadblock. And you're both disappointed in how you're showing up in it, because it's signaling, ooh, we got stuff to heal. We got stuff to heal. Yeah. It's funny. I was just talking about disappointment. It was right underneath the deck there. Where's this going in May? Ooh, 10 of Cups. So keep shuffling. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, yeah. A lot of you are realizing, wow. For those of you who are single, for most of you, I don't think you're single. But for some of you who are single, you're really ready for a brand new beginning, and you're calling in like the end all be all. This is my bae. This is my person. And you aren't going to settle for anything less. You want it all. And I don't blame you, right? This is the fairy tale. You're like, I believe in the fairy tale. I'm getting my fairy tale, Jenna, and I have done a hell of a lot of work on myself, and I'm not going to settle for less. Some of you are like, I'm done. This isn't going to cut it for me. Others of you, you're already way in a marriage, and you're so intertwined that you're like, let's just fix some things and feel better. This is about a long-term investment being intuitively guided towards, I mean, this is beautiful energy, y'all. The rest of May, whatever strife you've had with somebody, for those of you, if you're single, man, this is beautiful energy you're calling in. Beautiful, beautiful manifestation here. You were manifesting the relationship of your dreams, Pisces. For those of you who are single and you're really looking for a new person, because we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands here. So a lot of you are looking at a brand new beginning in love. Others of you, you're actually having a breakthrough. Ace of Swords, breakthrough energy. Oh my God, I think that we're actually like getting over the hump of the rock. There's been like a rock in the way on your path, and you both have been trying to lift it with broken sticks. It's too heavy to lift. And this month you're going to see this rock's just going to up and grow some legs and walk on out of the room, because you're going to transcend these issues and rise above it and realize at the end of the day This is about not giving up on love. This is about holding a higher vision of love and both reaching for the better part of you. And also, this happens too when you're in a long-term commitment. You stop remembering how to look for the best in a person, and you get jaded about how they show up. Try to come at them. This is fresh energy of acceptance, forgiveness, unconditional love. So there's going to be a significant shift this month for those of you who are trying to work through some pain of the past with your significant other, finding more clarity, coming out of a period of disconnection and reconnecting and lifting off. This is gorgeous energy. Let's go into a few of the reading between the lines. What do the between the lines messages have to say for y'all, Pisces? That one wants to come out. Ooh, loves another. I didn't want to, I'm not going to say this. It's Mother's Day. I'm not going to talk about third-party situation on Mother's Day. Some of you, there was I feel like it was more of an emotional affair where if there was a third party, there was they thought for a minute, they got, distracted. You or them by somebody that caught their eye. And there was a what if and a comparison going on. I'm being honest with y'all. Somebody that you're with, or it could have been a past ex that they still hadn't gotten over. Ay, ay, ay. Secret admirer in reverse. Okay? So something is shifting. Maybe someone's coming to their senses, confident. You may realize if someone was not over an ex, they're coming out of it. And you're feeling more confident because you're actually having some really beautiful, Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn, Capricorn. This could be with a Capricorn. Capricorn energy is around anything that is unhealthy, trying to remove the unhealthy energy. Summer. Yeah, you're definitely recognizing what needs to go. What else do we have here for Pisces? Unique, yeah. You share a unique bond. I mean, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You're looking for a unique connection. Some of you maybe had an unrequited love situation if you've been single that you was really hard for you to let go of. I'm getting that download right now. Really hard for you to let go of because you had a lot of high hopes with this person. But they love another and you know it's not good to entertain it anymore. And I'm sorry. Yeah, summer is a huge, huge time for your love life. I think you're going to see a lot of happiness this summer with whoever you're with or meeting someone this summer and having a beautiful start to a fresh, brand new relationship. Not waiting. Yeah, a lot of you were waiting for someone who maybe loved another or was with another or vice versa, and you're not going to wait anymore. Friend zone. Yeah. And you're friend zoning this person. It could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. This is visionary thinking, star energy. You're definitely calling in your destined partner. And for those of you who are married, your spouse needs a little direction. They get a little bit confused sometimes. You might need to steer them in the right direction here when it comes to the issues you're trying to resolve. All right. And then the fall. So summer, fall, I see for those of you who are single, really meeting someone in the summer. They could have Capricorn, Aquarius placements. You know what? This Pisces, you don't need to worry about your love life. For all of you out there, you do not need to worry about your love life because whatever storms you've weathered, you've learned a spiritual lesson here and you've transformed and you're not waiting for someone. You're not going to settle for less. And for those of you who are married or in a long-term commitment, you are definitely moving past some issues around abandonment and defensiveness and guardedness and increasing the vibe of let's just start from a clean slate. I love you, you love me, let's forgive each other and let's move forward and let's hold this high vision of and it's gonna refresh the spark. There's gonna be a new spark. But for a lot of you, I am seeing that you're calling in new love. New love. Let's see. This is the sacred geometry of relationships. What is the frequency? The high frequency that you are learning about. That one wants to come out. The third chakra. This is the seat of empowerment. We talked about that Emperor energy, Pisces. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be so we can set a course toward our goals. Yeah. This is the path you've been on, Pisces. Who are you and who do you want to be when it comes to love? You're calling in the highest vision possible. 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Man, some of you have sensed for quite some time, you've done all of this shadow work, all of this healing work because you're like, that next person. You're getting very clear about what you want in a commitment. And whoever you've been entertaining, for those of you who've been single, it's like you've had to let something go that you knew wasn't going to work. And you have so much clarity now. This is the time for you to begin again. Whether you're with someone or not, a lot of you are heading towards a brand new, beautiful, beautiful relationship. And others of you, you're getting very clear. I think this is the rest of the month. This is about clarity, Pisces, more than anything, around what's going to serve you in this next chapter of your life and what's going to make you the happiest, Pisces, possible. I hope you enjoyed this message, Pisces. I'll be back for the mid-monthly very soon. This was just a little departure from my norm because I am going to be doing these compatibility reports. They will be really inexpensive. They're not going to be pricey. It also is around business associates, family members, friendships, anything you want to find out about the compatibility indexes that this is going to be more of a written report. I've decided it'll be a lot easier for me to do more of them, especially if you want to do multiple people. All I need is birth information. So it's going to be really fun to be launching this new service. Be on the lookout for that. I'll make the announcement most likely next week sometime. All right. And I look forward to working with all of you. Take care.